morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it happens to be when you're in this. Hi, how are you? Fremont Lee here. Views and opinions expressed in this video. Well, those are the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Do hope all is well with you or going well. It is 8:05 a.m. It is 8:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on November. Whoa, on December 3rd, 2021. We are into the last month of the year. If your birthday is today, December 3rd, happy birthday! I have no idea if that's actually a song. I just, in my head. People you share a birthday with. If you're watching and your birthday is today on December 3rd. If you're watching a different day, this is the birthdays for December 3rd. These are the people I recognized. Ozzy Osbourne from Black Sabbath and other stuff. Julianne Moore. Melody Anderson. She was in Flash Gordon, the movie, 1980, with Sam J. Jones or Sam Jones or Sam J. Jones. I'm not sure if it's J or just Sam Jones. If you watched Ted with the bear with Mark Wahlberg and whatnot, or maybe it was Ted 2. I'm not sure, but Sam Jones made an appearance. Melody Anderson was in the movie Flash Gordon. Backtrack. Daryl Hannah, Splash, her big movie break, I believe. I'm not sure if she was in Hannah and Her Sisters. I could be thinking of somebody else. But Daryl Hannah was also in movies. Yeah. Amanda Seyfried. Anna Chlumsky, Chlumsky. If I mispronounced her name, my apologies. Holly Marie Combs from that show with the three sisters and the thing. Tiffany Haddish, Haddish. I don't know if it's pronounced Haddish or Haddish. My apologies for mispronouncing your name. Brian Bonsall from Family Ties. I can't remember the kid's name, but he played the youngest brother. Steve Harris, who was on the Practice TV series, 1997 to 2004, and he's on the new TV series BMF, 2021. Director Jean-Luc Godard, Godard, one word. Shelley Desai. He was in Here Comes the Boom, 2012. He was also in Paul Blart Mall Cop. Mary Alice, who was in The Matrix Revolutions, 2003. Paul Nicholas, who was cousin Kevin in Tommy, 1975. That's the Who's Tommy. And he was on the TV series EastEnders, 2015 to 2016. One of the other, he was Harry Shears, I think, in Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I'm not sure what year that movie came out. Maddie Curley. J.P. Morgan, she was in the movie Night Patrol, 1984. That was with the unknown comic Pat Paulson. She was also celeb number 2 in Home Alone 2, 1992. That's a lot of twos. Katerina Witt. This is from the top 100 of 1,205. Birthdays going out to the late Kevin Alexander Clark. He passed away at a young age, 32. It was a bicycle accident. I think it said 32. He was Freddie Jones in School of Rock, 2003. 32 doesn't sound right. But yeah, he was the drummer. Len Lesser, I want to say he was on a few episodes of Seinfeld. He's done other things other than that, I'm sure. It's just Mel Smith. He was the albino in The Princess Bride. He was also in a movie called Brain Donors with John Turturro and the guy I can't remember, Bob Nelson, does the football routine. But Mel Smith. Don Calfa, who was Ernie in The Return of the Living Dead, 1985. And he was Paulie, Vito's hitman in Weekend at Bernie's, 1989. Crooner, Andy Williams, and composer Nino Rota. He composed music for The Godfather, 1972. Don't know if you heard that. My elbow popped. No, I didn't have any cereal, so I'm snap, crackle, pop. Hope everything is going well with you. If not, I hope it turns around and does get better. I hope you're staying hydrated. I hope you're getting enough to eat. I'm currently having a salad because I'll be going to bed in a couple hours. I don't want to have like heavy food in my stomach and then, you know, somehow we got that backwards, in my opinion. It's like you eat a big meal when you wake up. That way you have time throughout the day to wear it off, as opposed to going to bed with a big meal in your stomach. I made coffee, but it was the coffee grounds my brother had used already. So it's weak coffee, but it was like I needed something, and that was my choice. Work went well. I wasn't given an aisle to work. So it was like, did I give everyone an aisle? I was like, I said, no. She's like, I have L carts in the cooler I could work. She's like, all right, go for it. Because in order for me to get a skid into the cooler, I need to move the L carts out of the way, which, makes sense. I can't get the stuff in if it's there. I got rid of four. Condensed. That's not true. I got rid of three. I condensed. I worked. There's like some butter and juice, which doesn't go into the cooler. It goes out on the dairy wall. The open cooler, as opposed to the door where you go open up the door and go, oh, I need stuff. Some people open it and go like, it's a glass door. I'm not. Is the reflection too much for you? You can't. Okay, so I've done that myself. I'd be like, oh crap, what was I looking for? And it's a glass door. I could look through it. I don't have to open it to look. Uh Cracks me up. I find myself doing that. I'm like, but usually I know, all right, I need this. Okay. Quick, done. Okay. But yeah, I worked the sour cream cottage cheese L carts, condensed what was there to one L cart. So I had one empty. I was like, okay, move that aside. Did same thing with creamer. I was like, all right, condensed that to because there was two of those. So I was like, all right, move that to this. Then when I got done, I moved everything to the one side. Uh, So when I got the skids ready, I had room to put those into the cooler. I ended up having 4 skids in the cooler. 4 skid, 5 skids. I don't know. I had 2 L carts. One of sour cream cottage cheese and one of some other stuff that I don't remember. But then I got called to tie off the bale, and I'm like, that was like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, she was like, I was like, yeah, this is me. This is Fremont. She's like, could you help tie off the bale? Help who? The last 2 people that were there just took off. She's like, oh, just it's all right. I was like, okay. Yeah. And because the door was open so far, I closed it and then restarted, and it was and it didn't go. I was like, it didn't shut off to where I was like, hey, it's full. So the shamrock that the person left with cardboard, I ended up dumping all that in, going. I didn't actually go darker, darker, dark. I threw it in, and I was like, all right. And I was like, do you have more? Because 2 other people showed up with a shamrock full of cardboard. I was like, if you have more, you can throw it in there because once it runs, it'll most likely stop again, saying it's full. Then I'll be able to tie it off. They're like, okay. Not that they were going darker, darker, darker. They're well. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I 12 minutes. Hope you're having a wonderful day, or had a wonderful day, depending on when you watch this. I do thank you for watching. Take care. God bless.